So this video is about Brant, the new addition to Wuthering Waves. I'm going to talk about how to play Brant, his kit, and touch on his build. However, I do plan to create a separate video on tide-breaking courage and how it's just perfect for Brant. So let's jump into it, guys. Brant has two features in his kit that grants an attack bonus. The first is in his Forte circuit called Theatrical Moment. Brant gains an additional attack based on his energy regen for every 1% of his energy regen that is over 150%. Brant gains an additional 12 points of attack up to 1,560. The second is triggered by using the Resonance Liberation, and it is called My Moment. Brant gains an additional attack based on his energy regen for every 1% of his energy regen over 150%. Brant gains an additional 20 points of attack, up to 2,600. And you cannot have both active. You're either going to have the 1,560 or the 2,600 bonus going. But I mean, both are great. However, you do need to know to max out both of these, you need to get Brant's energy regen to 280%. No need to be shocked or alarmed. No need to go crazy. This is made possible with the Echo set Tide Breaking Courage. Both your 3-cost echoes will need to be energy regen, and you're going to need to get good rolls on your echoes. And that's not hard to do. You just have to be efficient when you're ranking up your echoes by only ranking them up to level 10. If you rank them up to level 10, you have the ability to activate 2 substats. If neither substat is energy regen, then trash that echo and use it to rank up another. Basically, you have to do this to get Brant over 280% because, unfortunately, I think that it is a must to reach 280% if you want to play Brant. I mean, sorry for that, guys, but it is what it is. Now, Brant may be the most versatile Resonator release because he has 2 things in his kit that I want to mention. Brant can heal his teammates. Part of his Forte circuit is called Waves of Acclaim. Heal all nearby Resonators in the team when Bravo reaches 25, 50, 75, and 100. So Bravo is basically just Brant's Forte gauge. So every time Brant builds his Forte gauge up, he's going to be healing his opponents. And I kind of tested this a little. Going from 0 to 100 heals your teammates to about 50% of their health. Also on the Forte circuit, I need to let you know that the second level, if you activate it, it's going to grant a 20% bonus to healing his teammates. And I have this active also, so if you want to get the full 50%, or right around 50%, I don't want to say that's the exact number, you're going to need to activate that. Another part of his Forte circuit is that Brant generates a shield. This shield can be passed on to teammates, so these 2 features, along with an outro skill, I almost forgot about that. Outro skill says amplify the incoming Resonator's fusion damage by 20%, and Resonance skill damage by 25% for 14 seconds or until the Resonator is switched out. All of this makes Brant an excellent sub DPS. I mean, he's really up there. He's one of the top sub DPS in the game with just those stats. However, before I want to claim that, let's talk about how to play Brant or his rotation. Brant's style of play is relatively simple. Resonance skill has 2 versions. Plunging attack when the Forte gauge is not full, and return from ashes when the Forte gauge is full. And now let's go back. Remember what I told you about My Moment that is triggered by using the Resonance Liberation that grants the 2,600 attack bonus? So what you want to do, you want to just use Brant's Resonance skill while the Forte gauge is not full, and you want to use the Resonance skill when the Forte gauge fills. That's going to trigger Return from Ashes. And then you're going to use the Resonance Liberation, which is going to give you the 2,600 attack bonus. Plus, also I need to mention Resonance Liberation also triggers something called Aflame. Aflame increases the amount of Bravo gain by 100%, so you will fill your Forte gauge quickly, twice as fast after you use your Resonance Liberation. And then once you fill it up again with that 2,600 attack bonus, that's when you're gonna use the return from ashes again, but you're gonna get even more damage. I mean, a lot more damage. This is why I can say he can also be your main DPS. Even though when you look at him in the game, when they give you the combat roles, I don't think main DPS is one of them, but I mean, he can definitely play it. I mean, especially for fusion, because right now my fusion teams are not the best. But he really kind of just boosts fusion up a lot, so. And look at this. No, I'm not saying to drop Verena or the Shorekeeper, but you can. I mean, you can, but they're just so good as like your healers. I mean, it's hard to play without them, especially like if you make a mistake here and there, but you can. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. These small YouTubers need all the help we can get. And I love you all. Hey, let me know if you have Brant, how you use him. We'll let you know that he will be my main DPS for quite a while. So later, guys. Hey, talk to you soon.